The alarm goes off. 7 a.m. You're staring at the ceiling, and already your brain is switching between languages. You know you need to get up, but even simple thoughts feel complicated. I need to get up? Wait, is that right? I have to get up? The day hasn't even started, and you're already second-guessing yourself.
Hey, stop right there. Both are perfect. I need to get up and I have to get up. Native speakers use both all the time. Here's what's really natural. Ugh, I really don't want to get up. 5 more minutes. I should probably get moving. These are the real thoughts we have. Stop translating in your head. Just feel the language.
You drag yourself to the coffee shop downstairs. The barista smiles at you, and panic sets in. You've practiced this moment 100 times, but now your mind is blank. One coffee, please, sounds too simple. Could I have a coffee? Sounds too formal. What do actual people say? The line is moving, people behind you are waiting, and you're frozen.
Hi, can I get a coffee? That's it. Super natural. Or try, I'll have a coffee, please. If you want to sound more casual, coffee, please. If they ask what size, just say medium or large. And here's a secret. If you mess up, just smile and say, sorry, I'm still waking up. Everyone relates to that.
Coffee in hand, you head to the subway station. The digital board shows times and track numbers, but you can't find your line. A transit worker is standing nearby, but asking for help feels scary. What if you don't understand their answer? What if they speak too fast? What if they think you're stupid? Your train might be leaving, but approaching a stranger feels impossible. Walking to the subway, your phone rings. It's an unknown number, and your heart skips a beat. Phone calls in English are terrifying. You can't see facial expressions, you can't use gestures. And what if the connection is bad? What if they talk too fast? What if it's something important and you miss it? You almost let it go to voicemail, but something makes you answer. Hello? You say, and immediately worry you sound too uncertain.
Excuse me, which platform for downtown? Simple, direct, clear. If you don't catch their answer, say, sorry, could you repeat that? Or point to the board and say, I'm looking for this line. Point to where you want to go. Most people are happy to help. And remember, they deal with confused travelers all day. You're not bothering them. Phone calls are actually easier than you think. Your hello was perfect. If you don't catch something, use these phrases. Sorry, could you speak a bit slower? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat it? If it's a wrong number, I think you have the wrong number. If you need to take a message, can I have them call you back? And here's a pro tip. It's totally okay to say, let me write that down, to buy yourself time to think.
You're in the office meeting room. Everyone's talking so fast. They're using phrases you've never heard in textbooks. Let's circle back on that. I'll ping you later. We should sync up offline. You have an idea to contribute, but by the time you figure out how to say it in English, they've moved on to something else. You sit there, feeling invisible, wondering if you'll ever belong in this conversation.
Time to jump in. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Try these. Can I add something? Or, I have a thought on that. If you miss part of the discussion, sorry, could you clarify the timeline? Don't apologize for your English. Instead, focus on your ideas. Say, I think we should consider, or what if we tried? Your perspective matters more than perfect grammar.
After work, you need to buy a shirt for tomorrow's presentation. You find one you like, but it might be too small. The sales associate approaches with a friendly, "Can I help you?" You want to ask about sizes, maybe try it on, but explaining clothing sizes in English feels complicated. Do you say large or size large? How do you ask where the fitting room is without sounding awkward? Lunchtime. Your colleague suggests trying the new restaurant across the street. The menu looks complicated, so many options, descriptions full of words you're not sure about. The waiter approaches with a smile, and you feel that familiar pressure. Everyone else orders so smoothly, using phrases like, "I'll have the," and asking questions about ingredients. When it's your turn, you point at the menu and say, "This one," feeling like you sound like a child.
Shopping language is actually super simple. Say, I'm looking for this in a large. Or, do you have this in medium? For the fitting room, can I try this on? They'll point you right there. If it doesn't fit, this is a bit tight. Do you have the next size up? Or this is too loose. Can I try a smaller size? See? Natural, easy, and you'll sound like you belong there. Restaurant ordering is totally manageable. Pointing and saying, I'll have this is completely normal. Servers expect it. But if you want to level up, try, can I get the chicken sandwich? Or, I'd like the pasta, please. Don't know an ingredient? Ask, what's in the Caesar salad? If something sounds good but you're unsure, what do you recommend? Servers love helping with that. And if you need a moment, can I have another minute? Perfect.
Later, you need groceries for the week. The supermarket feels overwhelming. Aisles and aisles of products with names you're still learning. You can't find the pasta sauce, and after wandering for 10 minutes, you know you need to ask someone. There's an employee stocking shelves nearby, but interrupting them feels rude. How do you politely get their attention? What if they're busy and annoyed by your question? Evening. Your coworker invited you to a house party. You're standing by the snacks, holding a drink, watching people laugh and chat effortlessly. Someone approaches you with a warm smile, clearly wanting to start a conversation. This is your chance to connect, to make a friend, to feel like you belong. But small talk in English feels like a minefield. What if you say something weird? What if there's an awkward silence?
Asking for help is part of their job. Don't worry about it. Start polite. Excuse me, could you help me find something? They'll usually stop what they're doing and smile. Then just say, where can I find pasta sauce? Or, I'm looking for the cereal aisle. If they point and give directions, it's okay to say, sorry, could you show me? I'm still learning my way around. Most people are happy to walk you there. Small talk is just being friendly. You've got this. Start simple. Hi, I'm, and your name. Then ask, how do you know host's name? That gets them talking. Other easy openers are, great party, right? Or, have you tried the food? It's really good. If they ask about you, keep it simple. I work with Sarah. Or, I'm new to the city. People love helping newcomers feel welcome.
You're back home now, reflecting on the day. Each conversation was a small victory, even the awkward moments. You realize something important. English isn't just about perfect grammar or fancy vocabulary. It's about connecting with people, sharing ideas, being understood. Today, you handled phone calls, ordered lunch, spoke up in meetings, asked for help, and made new friends. 6 months ago, that would have seemed impossible. At the party, you actually connected with someone. Sarah seems really nice, and as the evening winds down, she suggests meeting up for coffee sometime. Your heart races with excitement and anxiety. This is exactly what you wanted, a new friend. But now you need to figure out scheduling, exchange numbers, and make concrete plans. What if you suggest the wrong day? What if you sound too eager or not eager enough?
You see, every single situation you stressed about turned out fine. That's the secret. English in real life isn't about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to try, kind enough to yourself when you stumble, and curious enough to keep going. You're not just learning a language, you're building confidence, one conversation at a time. Making plans is exciting. Embrace it. Keep it simple. That sounds great. When works for you? If she suggests a day, respond with, "Perfect, I'm free then too." Or, "Actually, how about Saturday instead?" For exchanging numbers, you can say, "Should I give you my number?" Or, "What's the best way to reach you?" And to confirm, so coffee Saturday at 2 at that place on Main Street. Easy, natural, and now you have plans with a new friend.
So here's our challenge for you. Which moment from today resonated most with your English learning journey? Was it the coffee shop anxiety, the meeting invisibility, the party small talk? Share in the comments which scenario felt most real to you, and tell us about a time you pushed through that exact fear. Your story might be exactly what another learner needs to hear. Before heading home, you stop at the bank. There's an error on your statement, a charge you don't recognize. Your stomach knots up. Dealing with problems in English feels impossibly hard. What if they don't believe you? What if you can't explain the issue clearly? What if they use banking terms you don't understand? You consider just leaving and dealing with it later, but you know you can't avoid this forever.
You've got this. Start calm and direct. "Hi, I have a question about my account." Then explain simply. "I see a charge here that I don't recognize." Bring your statement and point to it. If they use terms you don't know, ask, "Sorry, what does that mean exactly?" If you need time to understand, "Can you explain that again more slowly?" Remember, they want to help you resolve this. Stay calm, be clear, and don't apologize for asking questions.